Good afternoon, children. In the last class, we have studied about the internal structure of the earth. Today's class, let us study the movements of earth's crust. Movements of earth's crust. So in the last classes, you have studied about the how the earth is formed and what are the internal structure of the earth. Now, the movements of the earth's crust. We said the earth is having the three important layers. After that one, the first one is the crust, second is the mantle and the core. Crust, mantle, core. So now, we said the earth was formed some billion years ago, and after recently means just 500 and 1000 years back only, there was a life on the earth, where we said the life has occurred first in the water, later on land. So all these are the living beings. So here the human being, when came to the earth has a number of changes before itself. And these shapes and positions of the continents may seem fixed at the time of say the human experience. So because the human beings are found on the earth very late, they feel that the all are fixed. But in olden days, when you look to how the old earth is, continents have moved, collided, merged. Continents have moved, collided, moved and merged. So what is this move? That means this earth crust, the crust is moving on a mantle. The crust is the top layer of the earth. And mountains has risen and has been varied to the ground. Oceans have formed and dried up. Valleys have been curved into during the course of Earth's eventful history. So sometimes during those moments, the mountains has been raised and the seas has been dried up. So the new things are happening, especially in the last few million years back. Nearly in early 20th century, Here, a German meteorologist and geophysicist by name Alfred Wegener. A German meteorologist and geophysicist physicist physicist here this physicist by name the Greek meteorologist and geophysicist was called as Alfred Wegener. Alfred Wegener. Alfred Wegener. So he introduced a theory. So that theory is called as a continental drift theory. So the theory proposed by Alfred Wegener was continental drift theory. So this continental drift theory was proposed by the German meteorologist, geophysicist Alfred Wegener. So now, so this partially explains the present management of the continents and ocean basins. So now, so he studied the earth, how it was formed the millennia back. Now there is a lot of difference of for that earth to this earth because the continents has been moved. Some moved far away, some became close. So how means the drifted? The drift means the movement. Drift means movement, very very slow movement. We cannot see by 1 year, 2 years, 100 years. That we see only for thousands of years, the movement of the earth. So now also they are moving. So because recently the India has moved to the northeast. Because of the movement only they collided with another one. So the Himalayan mountains have been, so they are called as folded mountains. Folded mountains. Because of this movement only, they are found basins, and when they are filled by the water by rain, they are called as oceans. And he postulated supercontinent which is called as Pangaea. So this Pangaea is a supercontinent. So here he called the earth having the in 220 million years back. This is most important. 220 million years back, this supercontinent was called as Pangaea. Was called as Pangaea. If you look to the textbook, so there is a These are the diagrams. So this is a 220 millions ago, 200 millions ago. Then look here, the difference between first one to the last one. There is a lot of change because the continents are moving. So that is called as a continental drift theory. So some millions back, look here, all these continents are almost very close. Then look to the little moving, next moving far away, and finally at present stage look here now. So how this movement took place means it took place by theory which is called as a continental drift theory. Continental drift theory. He suggested that the sections moved away, formed from each other over millions of years. Some continents collided each other. So while moving, they collided each other. Collided means dashed each other. And still they are moving. Now also there is a movement, but that movement we cannot observe within 1 or 2 years or within 100 years. It takes some time, lot of years. So Pangaea is a hypothetical continent from which present continents originated by drift Mesozoic era to the present. So look here, the Pangaea. So at the time of the Pangaea, almost all the continents are intact. There was no space between any. But later on, because of the drift theory, the earth crust is moving from one place to slowly. So because of this drift theory, that Pangaea before, with all the changes because of drift theory, the present we are going to see at present this one. So here the continents has moved from millennia years, not now. So because of that drift movement only, the earth has been, the continents has been formed, moving from one place to other place. Now, here, the Pangaea is the hypothetical continent from which present continents originated by the drift Mesozoic era to the present. Wegener hypothesized that the supercontinent of Pangaea broke up into two forms. So we said, for example, the supercontinent of Pangaea. Let me draw the diagram. example, look here. This is almost the southern Africa. So this fungi has been divided into two parts. So those parts are called as the Laurentia and Gondwana. Laurentia and Gondwana. Laurentia and Gondwana. So what is dividing? Here it said the deep shallow sea, which is called as a Tethys Sea, which is called as the Tethys Sea. Tethys Sea. So this sea, this deep shallow Tethys Sea divides the earth into two parts. That number one is the Laurentia and number two is the Gondwana. Laurentia and Gondwana. So here this divided into two. For example, in the Laurentia there is North America. NA means North America. The cotton is present in the Laurentia. And Greenland, North America, Greenland, and all Europe and Asia. That is called as Eurasia. So all these are the north. Next in the south, the Gondwana present South America, Africa, Madagascar, India, Arabia, and Antarctica. So we said at the time of 220 million years ago, this land was divided into two parts. That the Tethys Sea, which is shallow, has been divided the earth into two halves. That is called as Laurentia, the third, and the Gondwana. So here this is a northern side, this is a southern side. In the southern side there was South America, Africa, Madagascar, India, Australia, and Antarctica, all these things. And these two blocks were separated by a long shallow inland sea called as Tethys Sea. So in India at that time, at the present where there is a Himalayas, at the place there was a sea which is called as a Tethys Sea. And it took millions of years for the continents to reach the present shape. So it was in Pangaea was 220 million years back. Keep in mind. So it took so many years, some million years, to come to the present form of these continents. So for the continent to reach the present shape and positions on the globe, even today, many of the countries are moving very slowly, pushing each other. We will read about this in the great detail in the next chapter. Look here, again, for example, what is a Pangaea generally? 220 million back, the earth was called as Pangaea. This earth was divided into two parts by what? By the long, shallow sea, which is called as the shallow inland sea is called as a Tethys Sea. that divided the earth into two. That is called as Laurentia and Gondwana. Take down some questions. What do you call the earth 220 million years ago? What do you call the earth 220 million years ago? Name the German scientist who introduced continental drift theory. Continental drift theory. Name the sea which divided the earth into two parts. Name the sea and name the two parts. Name the continents present in each part. Each part. So all these things are right in your book. So thank you.